Why do I say there's a God? Well, the heavens declare the glory of God and the earth shows forth his handiwork. What do I mean? Well, screaming all around me is design. And it's not just the beauty. Beauty alone would be a great argument. Just the variety of colors and shapes. Every last single plant on the planet has to have its own recipe. More complex than any recipe that you've ever baked are the recipes that govern the information required to produce all of these plants. Each plant has its own beautiful, clever little way of packaging up and growing its new baby flowers. And again, all of that has to unfold at just the right time. There's not a place where you look, whether it's in nature or a manicured garden, where every last thing is saying, I had to have a recipe. I had to have a recipe. I had to have an instruction manual to do this. I'm not going to try to argue you into the kingdom. You can believe all this stuff came by chance if you want. Or you can take the Bible's word for it. But you have a God that loves you. Who couldn't find enough ways to say it. I love you this way, and this way, and that way. Nobody's going to be able to argue you into the kingdom, and that's fine. But look around you and ask, is this really the signature of random mutation, or of a God that designed this because he loved you and made a magnificent planet? We're not on plan A. It's still a magnificent planet, and it's going to be even better when the earth is remade new. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16, you've all heard it. And fear not, little flock, for it is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Those are the types of things the Bible is saying. It's not trying to force you into the kingdom. It's just inviting you.